Welcome to First Builders, the podcast for those who shape companies from the ground up. I'm Amber Illig, founder and general partner at the Council Capital, where we invest in early teams solving critical problems in essential industries.
And I'm Rachel Choi, partner at the Council. This podcast is about the people behind the playbooks, those who took a leap early and helped define companies before anyone knew their names.
Now, we're taking just a short little break this week for the 4th of July holiday, but before we go, we wanted to celebrate a major milestone. It's been our first month of First Builders.
And we've had some really incredible conversations so far with guests who built early, bet big, and paved entirely new paths. So in this special episode, we're bringing you a few of our favorite moments.
You'll hear from Maia Bittner on navigating acquisition and IPO as a multi-time founder that landed at Chime, Nathan Baschez on writing, virality, and building it in public at his company Lex, Jason Prestinario at Particle Health on challenging healthcare giants from the inside, and Rohini Pandhi on what it really takes to scale product and platform at breakout companies like Square and Mercury.
Each of them bring a different lens, but together they paint a really powerful picture of what it means to build before the playbook exists.
Whether you've been listening since day one or you're just joining us, this episode is a snapshot of the energy and insight that we've been so lucky to share. We're grateful to all of our guests and to you, our listeners, for making this such a special launch.
Happy 4th and enjoy the show.
Concepts that this mentor was telling me about was this could apply to angel investing or managing, but you might have a conversation sync with your team and you all see the same ingredients. You see chocolate, you see sugar, you see flour, you see butter and on the table, and you're like, okay, great. We're all talking about the same things. You walk away from that thinking this team's going to come back to me and they're going to make some amazing chocolate chip cookies. And they come back and they made fudge brownies. And you're like, wait, that's not what I thought we were going to do. And if it was in my hands, I would have made the cookies instead of the brownies. And so you kind of have to know where you want to push. Like, was it really the cookie that was important? Or was it that there was a dessert available? And using that analogy, like I kind of have to think about that a few times because as an IC, you get to own all of it and you have to lose that control a little bit as you kind of manage folks and help grow your team because they need to learn the same things of how to bake. But you don't want to take away the joy of baking because you're just in it with them all the time.
What you want to do is create your value from building something valuable, a valuable company. And so then, okay, what's the purpose of creating really thoughtful content? It's for like 100 people in the world. Like in the world, the right 100 first people to like kind of really be able to download the best version of your thinking. And then what that does for your relationship or your ability to collaborate with those people, maybe they join you, maybe they fund you, whatever. That's what the writing is for. It's for your own discovery process and learning and straightening out your own thinking. And it's for relationship building with like specific people where you meet them at something and you start talking about a thing and you're like, I wrote a thing about that. I would love to hear what you think. Like, here's my thing. And then you know, that helps.
Is there anything patients can do to advocate for better interoperability? Just because, I'm listening to this and I'm sure there are other people listening to this saying like, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming to think about the number of doctors I've seen and how they all have different pieces of information about me and I can't find them in one place. Is there anything we can do?
So first off, you certainly can go to our website and look at our information blocking page and ensure, I think we still have a petition that you can sign. So people can and should go to our website for that purpose. Second, I think whenever you're talking to your providers, right, you should, and frankly, even, anybody in the ecosystem, hey, do you have access to my medical records? If not, why not? I actually have joked before that it's kind of only a half joke. Part of the reason that I wanted to join Particle is I just thought it was so annoying that I would go to, the doctor and I'd have to sit there and fill out a form every single time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I've already seen
Still
this doctor
doing
12
that
times
all the
before.
time.
Yes.
And like, why are we doing that? Right? Like, why are we doing that? So whenever you're doing that, again, don't bother, receptionist, and it's probably not their fault, right? But when you talk to the doctor, right, finally, it's hey, do you know that there's a different way you can do this?
A lot of money has been locked up in these late stage successful companies who have been waiting for the right moment to IPO.
From startup founder to acquired by Chime to 7 years at Chime and now the IPO.
I worked my ass off. That's just kind of my personality and childhood trauma, but like works well in the tech industry. The Pinch acquisition, it happened really quickly, really quickly. We worked really closely with Satya, who was the partner at Homebrew that led our pre-seed round. And he was like, you need to go back to the drawing board and maybe it's not even fintech, but you need to kind of start again from scratch, come up with a problem and build a solution to it. This is not working. You need to bail on it. I had met Ryan King some years ago at a homebrew portfolio founder dinner when we were just getting started. And I wanted to join Ryan and Chime at that time because I thought Ryan was like really, I still do. Like Ryan is just like outstanding person. And I was like, this guy is something else. Like I want to go work for this guy. And so, yeah, I wanted to join Chime at the very beginning of our pinch journey, but my co-founder, Michael Ducker, right, this was his first company. And he was like, no, I want to go do I want to do the startup thing. And so then, yeah, when it like wasn't working, we came back with our tail between our legs to join Chime. We wanted equity for our investors and we wanted it to technically count as an acquisition, right? We wanted to be able to say we were acquired by Chime. I was employee like 75 and Chime has had, I don't know, like 1,200 employees or something like that.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's like, it's fun. It's exciting. I don't know. I just really love my job.
From Maya's lessons on resilience to Nathan's frameworks for idea exploration to Jason's fight for healthcare data access and Rohini's wisdom on cross-functional leadership, this first month has been packed with takeaways.
If something you heard today resonated, send this episode to a founder or early operator you admire, and be sure to go back and listen to the full conversations. We promise they're definitely worth the deep dive.
And you can find all episodes on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, really anywhere you get your podcasts. And for more insights from our guests and community, head to our website at www.thecouncil.co.
Stay close to the First Builders community by subscribing to our newsletter. It's where we share early drops, deep dives from our guests, and what we're seeing in the next wave of company builders. You'll find all the ways to follow and connect in the show notes.
Thanks for being a part of this journey. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Until then, have a safe and great July 4th.
See ya, everyone.